This particular job, we got a call. A customer had just bought a new home, new to them. They had noticed some things that didn't seem right. So they called and they asked for a whole home inspection. So what we do in a whole home inspection is we look through, we check the panel, the meter outside that comes from your utility company, and then we go through and we check everything that has to do with electrical, as far as from your water heater, your furnace, your light switches, lights, plugs, and we check everything. So as you can see here right now, it looks a little rough. This is kind of what, some might call the rough end stage of this project. There was an old existing outdoor panel here that had been improperly wired and installed. A lot of the breakers were the wrong size. This was really a mess. Right now, we've installed a new outdoor meter disconnect, which is up to current codes to have an emergency disconnect outside your home. So let's just say there's an emergency inside where the house catches fire, the firemen can come and turn it off. It's a new safety code as of a couple years ago. So yeah, this was it was a fun job to be able to demo out and add this new in. And then, like I said before, they're gonna have a contractor come out and repair the siding, and then it'll all look nice and clean again. And then let's take a look inside. All right, so let's go inside and take a look at the electrical panel inside that we installed on the other side of this new meter. So here before, like I said, this part of the electrical service was on the outside. So what we did was remove it to the inside, which is a preferred method. A lot less corrosion will happen with the panel inside. There's less moisture, less temperature differences. Thankfully, the wiring itself was, there was a lot of slack in the line, so we were able to give it a nice clean panel makeup here and added some new arc fault, ground fault protection to the home, and they're in a lot better shape than they were before. All right, let's take a look upstairs. All right, so now that we're upstairs, we could talk about another part of the whole home inspection that's super important. So as I said before, we went through and checked all the plugs and the switches to make sure they were grounded properly, had proper size wire for the circuit breaker. So in this case, that was a big issue. There was a lot of wires that were loose and causing a lot of issues for the previous owners. So what we did here is we went through, and what I recommended is we just go through and look at every single outlet box and just make sure everything's okay. So in this process, the customer also opted for us to replace the receptacles and switches to kind of give the house a fresher look, and it really at the time wouldn't cost them much more, so they've decided to go with it, which I recommend anyways, just to kind of make sure everything's nice and safe.